The whole Liver King thing.
Oh, yeah.
Which I know you covered quite a bit, but I saw something.
Well, I called it.
Yeah.
I didn't cover
did you?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I called it way in advance. I'm like, that guy's on the sauce.
Just from looking at him?
100%.
Yeah.
So you just don't
yeah.
naturally get that way?
Yeah, you can naturally get that way if you have superior genetics and you're in your 20s.
Yeah, right.
Like if you're
And
in
this
your
dude was how
20s,
old?
this in his 40s.
He's like 45, yeah.
He didn't have. He's carrying around too much mass. Like you would have to be in your. By the way, in your 20s, you know, your hormones are flying, right? If you're like 21, 22 years old, there's some natural guys that I follow that are fucking jacked.
Yeah.
But it's a different kind of jacked. That guy's a juiced up jacked. And it's
Yeah.
hard. He also, I think something's going on with his abs too. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I don't believe
the
they're-
surgery? You think that's real?
I don't know, but
Oh.
anyone who's willing to lie about doing steroids when it's so obvious to anyone who understands hormonal optimization and steroid use and like that more plates, more dates guy, Derek, who's
Love that guy.
I love that guy. You know, he called it we both called it way in advance. Like there's not a chance in hell. There's no way. It's like if you look at Mr. Olympia,
Right.
right? No one thinks they don't take steroids.
Yeah. Right.
Zero
Yeah.
people. And you would be correct.
But then when you look at that, like, do you blame him because all his competition's doing the same shit, right?
What is
Well,
that?
Liver
Zero?
King's just
no.
he's an influencer.
No, she means
I'm
Mr.
talking about
Olympia.
Mr. Olympia.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
of course.
fine. Right.
Of course. That's the same way I think about like Tour de France. Tour de France is a dirty sport. And it always was, and you know the greatest documentary about it is Icarus. And it's not about Tour de France, but it's about bicycle racing and doping and how prevalent it is. And worldwide, it's amazing. Have you seen it?
We had him on
No.
the show.
Brian Fogel?
Yeah, we had Brian on the show.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing.
I remember.
He's the
Talk about
same
the
guy that
Khashoggi
did The
thing.
Dissident,
Yeah.
the Amal Khashoggi documentary, which is
Oh,
another
yes.
amazing documentary.
yes.
He's fucking fantastic. But it's a dirty business. It's
Yeah.
a dirty business. So other people are doing it too? Okay.
But that's why I want
So
people
it's
to
like
be honest
just-
in the manosphere.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
I work out at a bodybuilding gym, and so I'm like, there's guys who are on gear, and then there's guys who aren't fucking on gear, and like that's just what it is. But the Liver King thing drove me nuts because you were looking at like teenagers who thought they're like,
Yeah.
oh, this is real if I eat like bull testicles or if I buy whatever his bullshit supplements. are.
Yeah.
I don't want to say bullshit. Whatever his
I
supplements
don't think
were.
the supplements are bad because what he's doing is desiccated organ meat.
Right.
And there's actually been peer-reviewed studies on feeding desiccated liver. I think it was to see if you can find it. I think it's to mice.
I also
and
want to
it
see the abs when you
improved
have a chance.
His abs?
Yeah.
Well, there's quite a few people that have those now. And people are accusing Oscar de la Hoya of having them now.
I
'cause
saw
also
Oscar say he got etching.
he got etching. Oh, okay. He's being honest.
Etching.
Yeah, he got it on
Okay.
some radio show.
Oscar's being honest. Good for him.
What do you
good
think,
for
Crystal?
Oscar. So
Fake?
those look to me preposterous.
Yeah.
The amount, it just doesn't make sense. Now, you do have people that are outliers. Like, there's certain people that just have bizarre traps or crazy back muscles. Like, right there, if you show me that picture on the right, I would say, that looks
reasonable.
fine.
Yeah.
That's a guy who's just jacked. But there's something about the one on the far left where he's holding up the piece of liver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is just like, what is going on there?
Yeah.
Like,
I buy that.
but
Especially
also,
knowing now.
sauce to the fucking gills.
That was the best part about Derek's
100%.
video. It's like $12,000 a month.
Yeah.
His entire hormone
Well, when
stack.
Derek got a hold of all of the, I mean, come on, son. Look, they look great, but
They do they though? I mean, it's not to my taste. I'll just say that.
oh, you're just
Ryan
being nice
Johnson?
to Kyle.
I want to see Kyle on the sauce.
It's you know what it is. It's like people like different things, and
Yeah.
you can't. Oh, you're wrong. That music sucks. No, it sucks to you.
Yeah.
All right. Some people want a giant, juiced up, fucking Viking dude.
Yeah.
That's what they want, and some people want like an Alex Honnold, who like the guy who climbs the
Oh,
rocks.
yeah, I love that guy.
Like slim and lean. Like people like different things. So to
Yeah.
some people, that's the optimal physique.
The
problem is-
listen, I'm
little.
What's
Yeah,
that?
that
Look
looks-
a little different.
yeah,
Stretched out.
but oh my,
position.
yeah, that physique is
Look how
ridiculous.
lean he is.
Yeah.
Lines are
Yeah.
really
Freakish.
defined.
It really is freakish.
Well,
I mean,
they, you know, like he's in the middle of full exertion there, right? He's
Right.
throwing a spear. Look, the guy's built like a brick shit house. And no ifs, ands, or buts. You don't get that way without putting in a lot of work. That guy works hard. There's no way you get there without the hard work. Like the real tragedy in this is that this guy had an opportunity to say what's possible with chemical intervention, and here's the pros and cons, and this is the dangers of it, and also this is the nutrition that I take to optimize my body, which is also critical. You cannot get to that physique with just steroids. You must have amazing work ethic, incredible discipline, ability to push through exertion, and just have a fucking force of will. And you have to have amazing nutrition. You have to be really fucking healthy to allow all those tissues to recover and nourish them and then stay that lean. So you have to be very disciplined with your diet. So what he's done is very, very, very impressive, but he lied.
Right.
Yep.
That's
right.
the problem.
And it's
That's the
such a
problem.
disservice. Is he? I admit I haven't watched a lot of Liver King content. I'm not
You're missing
exactly
out.
in the core demo for this. Is he a charismatic guy?
Oh, yeah,
I mean, you
yeah,
feel like if he hadn't cheated and lied and whatever, he still could have made it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know. I mean, I think so. I think that there's been a bunch of people that are openly taking performance-enhancing drugs and have enormous social media platforms.
Yeah. Oh,
I
absolutely.
don't think that's the problem. I think
Right.
the problem is just being dishonest.
Lying.
If
Yeah.
you're the Liver King and you're talking about your stack and explaining to people what you take and that you're doing it all legally, and then you're also eating all this food, and like the question is that a thing that would influence other people to do that when they shouldn't do that? And I think that's a personal choice. I think the real responsibility that someone has when you're in that situation, if you are doing that stuff, you should be honest about what you're doing, and then also honest if something goes wrong.